This is Classic FM from Global.
Hey everyone, Dan here from the Diamond Minecart, and welcome back to Next Level. It's great to have your company.
Next Level with DanTDM. Next Level with DanTDM
on Classic FM.
That was the Cosmic Imagisphere from Little Big Planet, Orb of Dreamers, and we heard the London Philharmonic Orchestra and the Crouch End Festival Chorus under Andrew Skeet. And before that, we kicked things off with Invincible from Russell Brower's score to World of Warcraft. Orphe Drangar was our soloist. You're listening to Next Level with me, DanTDM, here on Classic FM. It's so good to be with you again for another hour of great game music and generational scores. I've got plenty of those coming up between now and 10. Think Fallout, Skylanders, and even The Legend of Zelda. You know what? Let's chuck this in as well. This is a track called The Pit from Mortal Kombat 3. Round 1, fight. Dan Forden there playing performer and composer as we heard The Pit from Mortal Kombat 3. Bit of a short and a sweet one, but so good. Speaking of which, here's Lena Raine with Little Goth from Celeste on Classic FM.
This is Classic FM.
We just heard Rose of Victory from Eve Online, and that was the Iceland Symphony Orchestra performing the music of Jon Halle Haraldsson. And before that, Lena Raine's music was brought to us by a group of studio musicians from the score to Celeste. We enjoyed Little Goth. Now, it's time for our weekly piece of legendary classical music used in a video game. You know, those bits of music you always recognize, but maybe don't know the name of. Well, tonight's is definitely one of those for me, and I feel like I won't be alone in that. It was written by Tchaikovsky and was featured in games like Gran Turismo 5 and even Tetris back in the day. Let me know if it sounds familiar with an email through classicfm.com while we take a listen. This is the Pas de Deux from the Nutcracker.
Next Level with DanTDM.
On Classic FM.
Nice and relaxing. That was Zelda's Lullaby from The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. You can tell by the music tonight that I'm definitely in need of taking it easy after a busy few weeks. And before that, for our piece of classical music used in a video game, we took a listen to Tchaikovsky's Pas de Deux from The Nutcracker. I'll have another one for us to enjoy next week. I've also got an amazing email earlier this week from Julia in West Lothian up in Scotland, who got in touch through the Classic FM website, just like you can. Hi, Dan. I've recently discovered your show and absolutely love it. You've tempted me to enter the gaming world at the tender age of 64 just because of the music you've played, and I look forward to discovering more games with you every week. Now, this really made me smile, Julia. Thank you. This show is a safe space for gamers new and old. Everyone is welcome, and it's super to have you on board. And here's a super tune just for you to celebrate. Especially for Julia up in Scotland, that was Gusty Garden Galaxy from Mahito Yokota's soundtrack for Super Mario Galaxy. This is Classic FM, and you're listening to DanTDM. That was Simon Kielinski and a track called Cycle of Life from Subnautica here on Classic FM. And there's still loads for us to enjoy between now and 10, starting with Christopher Tin and a real energy raiser from Civilization 6 straight after this.
Classic FM.
Claim approved. Direct Line's ready to send my new laptop within 2 hours.
That's how it's done. Imagine if everything was that easy.
Like teaching little Johnny to play his recorder.
Oh my. Oh, he's a musical genius.
Direct Line. That's how it's done.
Theft and accidental loss claims up to £3,000. Cover limits apply. Personal possessions cover needed for items outside the home.
The people of Britain love their spin bikes. They also love moving their card balances to a Barclaycard Platinum Balance Transfer Card with no interest for 36 months and £20 cashback until the 29th of January 2026. A balance transfer fee of 3.45% applies, subject to financial status. T's and C's and exclusions apply. Check if you're eligible at barclaycard.co.uk. Representative example, 24.9% APR representative variable and 24.9% purchase rate per annum based on a £1,200 credit limit.
Imagine a place where you can escape for a day. Get immersed in a world of rooms, inspiration and expertise. Where you can laze in luxury accommodation. And kids can feast from 95 pence. Tickets are free to everyone and include all the attractions. You've just imagined a day out at IKEA. IKEA, the wonderful everyday.
Ever wondered if travelling solo could be the perfect way to meet other like-minded travellers? Or dreamed of exploring new countries in small groups led by the best local guides? Ever wondered what it feels like to sail on a ship dedicated exclusively to solo travellers? Or to travel the world knowing every detail has been expertly taken care of? Spend less and experience more with 10% off all Riviera Travel solo holidays in 2026. It's a wonder why you'd choose anyone else. Book today with Riviera Travel. ABTA and ATOL protected.
Whilst those New Year's resolutions may not last, in the Oak Furnitureland January sale, you'll find furniture that will last, along with savings on every range. Find your dream sofa, dining table or bed. And right now, spread the cost with 4 years interest-free credit from $499 and no deposit. Grow your home in the Oak Furnitureland January sale. Now on. Finance T's and C's apply. Oak Furnitureland FRN 928005 is a credit broker, not a lender. Ends 1st of February.
It can be stressful when your car breaks down. But you can rely on NFU Mutual Car Insurance, as we include RAC UK breakdown cover as standard. If you're more than a quarter of a mile from home, and in the unlikely event your car can't be fixed at the roadside, they'll take you to the nearest garage within 20 miles. We do this so you can enjoy the more important things. For quality car insurance you can rely on, join NFU Mutual today.
Next Next Level with DanTDM
on Classic FM.
We all probably need to catch our breath after belting that one out. Sogno di Volare from Christopher Tin's soundtrack for Civilization 6. A group of studio musicians and singers sang that for us. Now, you can always get in touch with me here in the studio by sending an email through classicfm.com. And that is exactly what Veronica in Somerton did to tell me about her amazing son, Cameron. She says that he enjoys the game scores so much here on Next Level and that he's a talented keyboard player who loves to arrange his own music. Well, firstly, thank you both for listening to the show and keep up the great work, Cameron. Hopefully, I can play your music here on the show or in a video one day. To give you an extra energy boost for your next practice, here's Enon Zur.
Next Level with DanTDM.
On Classic FM.
That was Lorne Balfe's track Giants from Skylanders Giants. That makes sense, doesn't it? A studio orchestra performed that for us. And they also performed the main theme from Fallout 76 right before it. 2 great games back to back. There's just about time for me to squeeze in another perfect pair before I hand over to Mylene and her calm classics here on Classic FM, starting with Aurora's theme from Child of Light.
This is Classic FM.
Michael Giacchino there with Operation Market Garden from Medal of Honor Frontline. The Northwest Sinfonia performed that one for us. And before that, we heard Aurora's theme from Child of Light, which unfortunately means our time together is done for tonight here on Classic FM. Thank you so much for listening to Next Level with me, DanTDM, and for all of your lovely messages along the way. I'll see you again next Saturday night from 9, but for now, it's time for some calm classics.
Classic FM.
Don't miss the new film, H is for Hawk, starring Claire Foy in a career-defining performance alongside Brendan Gleeson.
My dad. Now he's gone. I miss him terribly.
But a remarkable bond with the goshawk changes everything.
Now I see how passionately engaged with life Dad was.
H is for Hawk, only in cinemas now. To watch the trailer and to win a 3-night countryside stay, including a Hawk Walk experience, visit classicfm.com.
Experience. It's knowing when something is worth waiting for and when it isn't. That's why Saga Health Insurance offers unlimited GP appointments whenever you need them. With a choice of flexible plans, prompt tests and treatment, your health is taken care of. And right now, get 3 months free. Search Saga Health Insurance for a quote today. New customers starting a policy before the 19th of February pay by monthly direct debit for the first year. Terms and conditions apply. Over 50s only.
This January at Morrison's, get freshly cut prices on our catch of the day and your batch of the week. Whole salmon was £16 a kilo, now £7 a kilo. Or whole chicken was £6.75, now just £5. That's freshly cut prices at Morrison's.
Morrison's to shop at Morrison's.
Majority of stores subject to availability, excludes online and Morrison's daily. Salmon ends 1st of Feb, chicken ends 25th of Jan.
Do it for your wife, who told you to pick up bread, but instead you picked up Fred, your grandson, again. And now your daughter is calling because he missed football. That's the 4th time this month. You can wave his future career goodbye. If you don't do it for you, do it for your wife and little Freddie.
Book a free test today at bootshearingcare.com and take advantage of our interest-free payment plans. Boots, with you for life. T's and C's apply.
The secret is out. The Housemaid is a UK box office smash hit.
Guilty as charged.
Critics are calling it outrageously enjoyable and wickedly entertaining. It's a crazy story.
Guess we're gonna find out.
Audiences everywhere are still in shock.
What do you know about this family?
An absolute roller coaster.
You lied about everything.
Definitely one too much.
I don't know what's been going on with her lately. Let me know how it ends.
The Housemaid, only in cinemas now.
Tried vintage cash cow yet? We buy loads, all in one go.
Oh.
Jewellery, toys, medals, you know. Cameras, watches, clocks, gold, broken, tired, tangled. Send your things, no problemo. We buy, sort and mend loads. Everything we buy gets rehomed. Join the thousands using our handy service to sort them. Vintage Cash Cow. You send it, we buy it. Find out more at vintagecashcow.co.uk.
Ciao, Gina. Oh, yes, I'm still holidaying in Sorrento, my love. Yes, I got everything sorted before I left and renewed my Aviva health insurance. So I'm feeling relaxed. The sun is shining. Retired life suits me.
From insurance to wealth and retirement, we can help solve life's financial puzzles.
How's the restaurant? Oh, good. You're doing great. What? It's just one tiny cannoli. Don't tell your nonna.
Making it click? It takes Aviva.
Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. And come on in to Classic FM Calm, our soothing sister station. Find peace in the music with Classic FM Calm. Listen on Global Player or ask your smart speaker to play Classic FM Calm.
Classic FM.